No, 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 no.
So today I'm gonna be showing you my build that makes Elden Ring fun again. Or should I say, this build is extremely unique, using a mechanic that everyone uses every time they play Elden Ring, but no one's really made a build around it. This mechanic is no other than items. This build is a deep dex build with extremely high dex to buff items such as lightning throwing pots, throwing knives, and even perfumes such as the spark aromatic. We also use perfumes to buff our character. Since it's a dex character, we don't have many buffs, and using perfumes to buff our character can be sometimes better than even using faith spells. So this means we can not only deal the highest damage in the game, but we can also have one of the most powerful and defensive buffs in the game from the uplifting aromatic, which is a buff that increases our attack and also gives us reduced damage for one hit. But the OP thing about this buff is you can have loads of these vials on you, and in a fight you can keep on using the buff and applying it to basically make your character immortal. This build has 80 dex, 35 endurance, and 60 vigor. This build uses loads of items, but the items I use is the spark aromatic, the lightning throwing pot, the ancient dragon throwing pot, and the uplifting aromatic. I put all these items in my pouch so I can quick select them by holding Y, so they're always at my ready. You can have more items if you don't want to use your Estus, or you can just switch to them manually, but I prefer to have them in the quick select. This character is focused on light rolling with an extremely high stamina, so we can light roll away and enter battle whenever needed, but also exit battle to use our buffs or our range throwing items. The charms we're using in this build is the stamina amber medallion to increase our max stamina, the green turtle charm to increase our max stamina regeneration, and we also have the urge tree's favor charm to increase our stamina even further. And for the final charm, of course, we've got the perfumer charm to buff our perfumes. The weapons this build will be using is the shotel, which is a curved sword, and on the shotel we have lightning ram and the lightning infusion. We also have in our offhand katars, which is a fist weapon, and on them we have parry. This allows us to switch between the moveset, and also the running attack on any curved sword is extremely good. Paired with the lightning ram, we can chase down our foes pretty easily. The katars can also deal insane damage, and with the parry it's amazing. And finally, the katars also have 110 critical, making them extremely good for a hostage. Finally, for our armor, we'll be wearing the warrior set. The warrior set is quite lightweight, and on our legs we have the raging wolf greaves. This allows us to hit right next to the cap of the carryweight and still light roll with decent armor. With the armor and the weapons we're using, this comes together to make our character look like an Indian martial artist warrior from games such as Prince of Persia. In my opinion, this build is extremely fun because of all the movesets and combos you can make. You've got plenty of items to use. You've got your two-handed shotel moveset, your one-handed moveset with your tar in the offhand, and then finally your dual-wielding guitar moveset. In my opinion, this build is one of the funnest but most annoying to grind for items, but by the end of the game, you should have enough items to make the ones and the gear I'm using. But if you do want to grind items, you can use many other items, but it's quite easy to get the lightning pots, and it's also quite easy to get the ingredients for the uplifting aromatic and the spark aromatic. So overall, I would say this build's a pretty good build. Using those items are quite easy to craft. So I hope you enjoyed this video and this guide to this build, and I hope you enjoy it. This build also works great in invasions due to the range of some of these items and the AoE attacks. It also works great in PvE. The spark aromatic, if you try and make it as powerful as possible, it can go insanely powerful, like 2 two-shotting some bosses. And finally, you can change your charms. Another charm that's really good is the lightning scorpion charm. Since most of our attacks deal lightning damage, it's amazing. And one more quick note just before I end the video. Lightning ram Ashes of War scale with Dex, so now this build does insane damage with some Ashes of War, so I would recommend trying a similar build to this. So that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I see you in the next one. Bye!